everybody, and welcome to the Playthings of the Gods. We are on LB Hack 'em Up, which is the channel. I'm LB Hack 'em Up. Hi, welcome. Glad to have you here. I hope everyone's doing great out there and surviving. That's always important. Today is May 23rd, 2021, and you are loved, and I want everyone to know that and remember that, and we're happy you're here. We're back for another episode of Playthings of the Gods, which is our weekly D&D homebrew game, which is really getting into it. We've kind of gotten out of our intro phase, and we're gonna get into the main plot. But first, I'd like to introduce my lovely cast, the beautiful people on the stream, and we're gonna start, as always, with Savvy. Let them know who you are and who you're playing today.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned. When I'm not here, I'm a bunch of other places on the internet. Mostly, I'm on my home channel, twitch.tv/game nights. It's game with two G's and nights with a K. Tonight, I am playing Alhena, the Circle of the Stars Centaur Druid.
Thank you very much. And next up is the Hype Goblin, Miss Sarah.
Hey
Hello.
everybody, I'm the Hype Goblin. I am the Hype Goblin on all the social medias except for Facebook. I don't exist on Facebook. I will be playing Nismet, the wild magic dragonborn barbarian. All the words.
You've done it. Thank you very much. And next up, we have Miss Tanya.
Oh, hey. You can find me at Tanya Rowland, places that I hardly post anything, or my weird podcast, Spider Facts with Billy. But tonight, I am Moxie. I am oh my gosh, I'm losing it. College of Glamour. Fear. I keep reading my D&D Beyond. I'm a feeling female tiefling bard 4. I'll just read it.
You've done it.
I did it.
And last for tonight is going to be our dear friend Rachel.
Hello. I am Rachel Elizabeth. Tonight I'll be playing Talon, the Elven Ranger Beastmaster, with her trusty Bloodhawk sidekick Root. And you can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth.
Thank you very much. I'll be posting the socials for everybody. And of course, this week we are missing a Kelly. She is not feeling well today, so she is out. We'll miss her very dearly. But yeah, some channel stuff before we get into the game. We hit 300 followers, which is incredible and amazing. And thank all of you so much for all of your help. We are doing a giveaway. We'll be announcing the winners on Friday. So if you'd like to enter, please click that link, comment on that post, and let us know what you're enjoying so far, and then you'll be entered to win. We have a beautiful tumbler that Lauren has made, and you'll get some stickers and some cool stuff as always. Thank you very much for all the bits and all of the subscriptions so far tonight. We really appreciate you guys hanging out in chat. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves and comment on the game. Does anyone have anything else before we begin and get into our recap? Cooliosis. All right. And as always, we have Miss Rachel doing the recap. We really appreciate you and all the things you do. So thank you very much. Go on, baby girl.
All right. Previously on Playthings of the Gods, after successfully disposing of the bodies of their foes by dragging them into an owlbear nest and getting to see cute, fluffy baby owlbears from a distance, our adventurers set off on the next task. Talon casting Speak with Animals so Nismet could find out her horse's name. His name is Dante, and his favorite snack is apples. The weather continued to get warmer as they traveled, and as they trekked through the forest, they heard a commotion in the distance. Talon and Nismet went ahead to check it out and came across a tentacle plant monster attempting to eat a cute, albeit disheveled, half-elf and helped rescue him from its gaping maw. Everyone helped rescue him from its gaping maw. His name was Matthias, a traveler who helped where he was needed in the name of Tamora. They all felt the strange need to protect him and decided to let him accompany them for a while. The group decided to make camp, and Moxie helped forage for dinner, showing off just how much she'd been studying the herbology book. Talon attempted to teach Matthias how to build a campfire, and he was eventually successful. On first watch, Nismat and Azira noticed it glowing in the forest and went to check it out. It was a fairy circle, allowing Nismat to write a letter to her mother in the Feywild. In her letter, she told her mother all about her friends and their adventures and included a stick figure drawing of everyone. The next day, as they rode towards the mountain, Matthias read tarot cards. Nazira wanted to know about her past and pulled the Hierophant and decided to pray to Tamara later to see if she could get more clarity. Moxie's reading ended up being the star card, and then Talon asked Matthias to pull a card for her. She said she wanted some clarity to the mystery that's been hanging over her head for her entire life, and the card he pulled was the death card, reversed. She felt a tightness in her chest and heard a voice in the back of her head say, "If you wanted to know more about me, all you have to do is ask." That night, Nazira attempted to pray to Tamora to see if she could get some insight into her past, holding Matthias' talisman. As she continued to pray, she got a reassuring, warm feeling. And then she felt her arm move involuntarily to rip off the necklace as the handprints on her arm started to burn again. She went to grab the talisman off the ground and tucked it back in with Matthias and went to start her trance, not mentioning it to anyone. The next morning, as they traveled up the mountain, they eventually made their way to a great stone overpass. A giant stone humanoid creature approached them, the leader of the stone giants, and he turned out to be a friend of Matthias's, whom he had helped in the past. He agreed to assist them with passage up the mountain because any friend of Matthias was a friend of his. There was a feast, and everyone indulged in a little stone giant liquor, some more than others. Nazira was conscious for all of 15 minutes after drinking it, then passed out cold for the rest of the night. Talon and Elhena laid and looked at the stars, and Talon was telling her stories about the constellations that started as real lore from her childhood, but eventually turned into them making up their own constellations and stories to accompany them. Moxie turned herself into a one-woman band despite being inebriated. Eventually, Moxie, Nismet, and Talon all really wanted baked potatoes, but there weren't any to be found. Eventually, they all fell asleep in a giant cuddle pile. The next morning, they said their goodbyes. Matthias decided to stay behind with his stone giant friends, and the group left the horses in their care. Everyone was carried up the mountain as far as they could go by the stone giants and baby Bjorns. Nismet felt tiny and precious being carried by an 18-foot stone giant. And when we last left our adventurers, they had reached the top of the mountain. At the peak was a beautiful golden ornate temple. Someone came out of the temple and said, "We've been waiting for you."
Thank you very much. Very kind to me. That was wonderfully done. Always appreciated, Miss Rachel. So yeah, we will pick up right there. And you see before you a 6.5, 7 foot tall, masculine-looking person with pale, almost gray-blue skin. They have long, sort of black hair, pointy ears, and short little tusks. This person will kind of offer you into the building with a kind smile. Would you like to come in?
I guess so. You said you've been waiting for us?
Yes, my lady told me you would be coming.
And your lady is?
Valrea. The one who
Wanted to
sent
make
you
sure.
here?
I just wanted to make sure.
I assume that you did not stumble on this place on accident.
No, we've been headed this way for quite a while. Thanks for welcoming us.
You're very welcome. Please. And he kind of moves out of the doorway and offers you guys into this building. The inside is not quite as ornate as the outside. The sun really reflects off the gold. But as you walk in, there's a large sort of open area. There are quite a few people here for as remote of an area as it is. They do all seem to be donned in some sort of either religious garb or armor that has a sun symbol on it. Most of you know that, and even those of you who haven't lived on the material plane for a long time, you know this symbol as the symbol of Lythander, the god of the sun, the Morning Lord, and or soul, as they are known in this world as well. The people are moving about their day, but you see that the person who's let you in has a different symbol on their garb. They're wearing a very simple white robe with a golden tapestry over it, I guess. And then there are some symbols on it of mostly of warmth and light and kindness, that sort of thing. Very abstract stuff. And they will lead you in. I'm sorry, I did not know your names before you came. I am Jonathan.
Hello, I am Moxie.
I'm Talon.
You may call me Nismet.
Alhena.
Yes. Thank you for making the journey up here. I know it is not a kind task to ask someone to come this far up the mountain. It must have taken you a long time to get here.
Yeah. Yeah, we went on quite the trek. And I'm kind of looking at Elhana like,
Yes, it was quite the journey.
Which way did you come up the mountain? Oh, right, you weren't there. You got carried up by stone
wasn't there.
giants. You didn't go up a path.
The stone giants, they brought us.
Oh. You befriended them.
Yes.
It is a hard task to do. They're not very friendly.
We found them very friendly.
You must show me how they treated you. But I don't wish to be rude and keep you from your task. Would you like to go into the temple now?
Yes, please, if that is all right.
Yes. It is... I don't know how talkative she will be at this time. It's midday. Normally she is a morning person. Yeah, get my joke. Please, this way. He'll usher you guys around the outside. There are a bunch of pews, and actually there's a really intricate stained glass image above the altar, but he kind of takes you off to the side where there is like a little hallway, and then there's a room with a ornately carved archway and a like a light wooden door, and he kind of places his hand on his chest as he enters and pushes the door open, and inside it is a very small sort of space. There's pews. There's probably like 4 pews total. It looks to be more like a bedroom, like it was. Maybe it could have been someone's bedroom, but it has been turned into this worship space. And at the very front, there is a large statue of a woman, and I will send you. There's a painting on the wall of a woman with blonde hair and a ornately styled gown standing in front of a armored figure, both of which have wings. The armored figure has glowing yellow eyes, and you guys will recognize this as Lythander. And the figure in the painting, as well as the figure in the statue, completely match as far as bone structure, the styling of their hair, and she looks reverent as she kind of, her eyes are closed and as the statue, and she looks down upon the few pews. Jonathan will kind of bow his head as he walks in and motion for you guys to step in the room.
We'll follow.
We saw him like do like a bow as he went in, or like a kneel or something.
Yeah, he kind of like bowed in front of the statue.
Okay. I'll do the same thing because it seems like the respectful thing to do, and I'm uncomfortable with religion.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Was there anything that you needed?
No, just to speak to your lady.
All right. You know how that gods can be, but she will hopefully be here soon. Normally, she speaks in your head or in a dream. I don't know how much interaction you've had with her.
She has come to me in dreams before.
Wonderful. Then, if you wish to sleep, there is a cot in the back. I don't know how this works. I've never. You're the first people to come here for her. So I'm just happy that there is someone.
We will pray, I think, first.
Is there like a little offering like area to like put like, you know what I mean? Like, is there like a spot where there are like
Mhm.
offerings to her, like herb
Sh-
stuff, fruit, like all that kind of stuff? Like, is
You've-
it that kind of a
Yeah, you don't really see anything like that. She, from what you know of Valrea, she doesn't like to. She doesn't like people to dote on her. She doesn't really even like people worshiping her. She's very like, I mean, she was mortal 50 years ago, so it's very new to her. Like, oh, I don't know about all that. But Jonathan is going to bow and to you guys, and then to the statue, and then I'll leave you to your peace, and we'll close the door behind him.
So now, what do we do? How's this work?
I don't know. Talon's gonna pull like a sprig of like rosemary out of her pack and just like set it on the altar as like a we're here. This seems like the respectful thing to do. Okay.
I guess I'm going to pray.
Sure. Would you like to make a
Okay.
religion check, please?
Sure.
Yeah, Nazira just awkwardly bows. I think Nazira goes and sits down in one of the pews, like kind of not man spreads, but kind of just like is relaxed in the pew a little bit, like pretty chill about the whole thing.
Okay. I have rolled a 20.
Dang! Bow, 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 bow. How do you pray? What does it look like when you pray?
I think. I think Alhena kneels down best she can, probably on like all four of her legs,
Mhm.
kind of lays, and sits in front of the altar quietly for a while, with her eyes closed. And then I think she just starts, because she's not really religious. I think she just starts talking like it's a conversation, like,
Mhm.
"Hello, Valrea. It is me, Alhena. You came to me in some of my dreams. Well, I am here now, and I would very much like to speak to you about, well, whatever it is we need to speak about. So I am here and I am listening. And when you are ready, I will be right here."
Very cool. You send out this prayer and you wait and you wait, and it probably is about 10-15 minutes before anything happens. But as you are kind of sitting there, probably an idle conversation or whatever you guys have decided to do, playing cards or something, you guys see the light behind the statue begins to glow. Maybe the sun came out and is shining brighter into this window, but as you look up at the statue, you see it glow brighter and brighter, and this sort of 8-9 foot tall statue basically is so bright it's almost blinding. And as you shield your eyes or look away or whatever it is, the light fades. And when you look back, the statue is just a statue. But you hear a voice from beside you, sort of on the side of the wall that had the tapestry, this painting. And the voice says, I never really liked all of the bombast and all the paintings. Never really get it right. As you turn and look, there is a woman with blonde hair. She's wearing fairly simple clothing, tans and browns and greens, a long skirt with a corset top, and her back is to you, but as she turns, you see the face of the woman in the picture and the statue. Beautiful bone structure. Her eyes are bright blue, and she just smiles as she turns and looks at all of you. Sorry about all that. It's not easy to come down here. I'm sorry, I'm Valrea.
Moxie kind of looks around and makes sure that like everybody else is kind of seeing what I see.
Hi.
Hello.
Wow, that worked.
Yeah,
I
I'm
did
kind
ask
of
you to come
surprised.
here. This is one of the only places that I could speak to people directly, and, well, I think one of the only places I can manifest. This is the first time I've done so.
Wow.
Well, you did a good job of it.
Thank you. I thought the landing was a bit bright, but I don't think I can help that anymore.
That was very good.
Hmm.
I mean,
So,
none of us would mind.
yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So, you spoke to our friend Alhena here
Yes.
for us to come.
And I'm very glad that you did. You can sit down if you'd like. She kind of like looks around and then she's gonna walk up to her statue and like sit on the pedestal that it's on. So she kind of like is sitting there with her feet rocking beneath her. She leans forward on her hands and kind of looks at all of you. You're a lot smaller down here. Guess it's all a matter of perspective. It's very strange. Being a god. Not that I'm bragging or anything. It just is strange.
Is everyone very big where you come from?
Well, you kind of see everyone through a different lens. Like, I don't always have a corporeal form when I'm up there, so it's kind of like a mass. Like a brain space moving around. It's very strange.
Nismat leans down to Moxie. I like her. People don't normally call me small.
So, thank you for making it up the mountain to get here. I'm glad that your travel was safe for the most part. I know that there were some issues, but hopefully worth it. The building, I mean, it's a beautiful building. I know that my father had it made to his specifications, but in general, lovely. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm not
you're,
used to speaking to people.
Your dad did a great job. And
Alan's just in shock.
yeah, we're not quite used to speaking with gods either, so you have to forgive us. We're a little, I don't want to say starstruck, but it's the best word I
Please.
can come up with.
I would prefer you speak to me as any other person. Wasn't that long
I'm
ago
just
that
not
I
used to
was.
speaking with people. So
Yes.
this is a lot.
I can understand that. I very much enjoy the book collection you have, by the way. Not that I can peer on you all the time, but I do enjoy books, so.
Oh, well, thank you. Would you like to look at any while you're here?
Oh, no, being godly, you have vast amounts of knowledge without having to do any of the work, which is kind of cheating in my mind, but
Sounds awesome.
it can be.
Okay. She's just like very like, huh. She likes my books.
So, you asked us to come here?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
and here we are.
Well, I asked you to come here because this is the only place that I can, again, show myself to you, and I feel if I'm going to ask you to do something for me, I should do it in a person manner, in a face-to-face sort of thing. So it's not so, I am a god, you must do what I like, sort of thing. Not really that type, but, yes, I very much would like it if you could do something for me beyond just coming here. My father said it'd be good to send you on a small quest first, before I sent you on a longer one. That way I knew that you were committed and all of that, so I thought maybe coming to a mountaintop would be less extreme, like sort of a calm down version of my what I'm going to ask you to do, which is a lot more dangerous and will take a lot more time. So, but I don't think I can have anyone else do it. So,
Why are we the ones you chose for this, by the way?
there are a lot of pieces in play, a lot of cogs of the great wheel, and you five are very important, and your destiny, your fate, whatever it is a grand one. And a lot of people aren't capable of greatness. They can do wonderful things, but I need those who seek out adventure. I need those who are strong of will and of heart and are willing to go do the right thing for the right reason.
Okay, I appreciate that. So so what's the thing?
I do you know the story of what happened to me and my companions?
We all know that story, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I recall the main parts.
All right. I require my companions to be at a certain place at a certain time, and I need you to find them and bring them there. It seems very simple, and on paper it is. However, well, as you know from the tale, Haji was lost in a demiplane, and Jacob has gone after him, and I, I don't know how to find them in the multiverse, in the sea of planes. Elcor will be easier to find. Elcor is in Waterdeep, but he is in a bit of trouble. And he will need your help to get out of it. But what I need from you is to find Elcor, Jacob, and Haji, and bring them to Neverwinter on Midsummer. Solstice is already there.
Why are you collecting them all?
That I cannot say. It is something very important to me.
Fair enough. And you can give us ideas of where to find these three?
I could give you some guidance.
Yeah, we'll need that, I'm sure.
Yes.
Or would appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah, Waterdeep seems easy enough, but an unknown demiplane might be a little more complicated.
Well,
I've never plane shifted.
I think once you have arrived, once you find me, or once you find Jacob, it will be fairly easy for you to navigate your way. I think he needs you.
So we should find Jacob first.
Jacob, you should find Elcor first because he is on this plane of existence.
Ah,
You must travel up to the Pondons and you must find a way to travel with them so that they can find Jacob, so that you and Jacob can find Haji.
the Pondons?
Yes.
Yeah, because Jacob, he's a ponton, right?
Yes, he is.
Ah,
He is their leader, but he has been missing for, 50 years. 50 years on this plane of existence, at least.
Okay, can you give us the rundown of what location she just
Sure.
gave us real quick?
Yeah, Elcor is in Waterdeep and in trouble. You're going to have to travel up to the Pondon Shipping Company, which, Nismet, that's how you came in. So you know how to get there. It is north of Waterdeep.
Okay.
And you will have to get them to help you find Jacob. Because Jacob is out surfing the plains looking for Elcor.
Okay, and
Or I'm sorry,
Haji
looking for Haji.
okay, Haji is in the demiplane.
Haji is in the demiplane.
Okay.
so first we find Elkhorn Waterdeep, and then we go north of Waterdeep to the Pondon Shipping Company to help
Right.
have them help us find Jacob. Okay.
Right. It sounds very simple, but I feel it might be a bit tricky because there are a lot of unknowns and I can't even see everything, so
Is there anything we need to look out for if Elcor's in trouble?
Elcor has found himself in a bit of trouble, yes.
So we're gonna be in trouble, it sounds like, when we get there. That's cool.
Perhaps.
We can handle that. Oh,
I was gonna say that's nothing new.
yeah.
Just be careful. There are those that oppose my father and therefore oppose me. If people find out you're on a mission for me, they will either help you or try to stop you.
Is there
Will
certain
be trying, yeah, people or other gods.
I don't think the other gods care much for my mission, but their followers might. There are many that don't approve of my father's ways.
Are there a few, any in particular that we should watch out for?
None
Or
that I
just
can see,
everyone?
unfortunately. Well,
Okay.
The evil gods, some.
Oh,
Yes.
fair.
Yes. I mean, there is a lot that you have ahead of you, not just on this quest. There are things at work that will. I fear that other gods have their eyes on you, and I can see their influences on you now.
all of us or just some of us?
All of you. Some stronger than others. Especially you, Moxie.
Oh, could you maybe tell me who this god is eyeing me up? Or
I cannot.
okay. I've got the willies now, but that's okay.
My
You and me both,
apologies.
sister.
If you'd like, I cannot claim all of you as mine, but I do need a champion, and Alhina, you are the one that exhibits my given qualities the most. If you'd like, I do need a champion, and I could give you some protection.
You want me to be your champion?
If you're interested, if it's something that would, I know you're not from in this plane of existence, you don't have the history, but you are good of heart, you are kind, and your fierceness to protect your friends is something I admire. I can give you a gift as a token of my favor.
You don't have to do that. Yes, I will do this.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Here. She like stands up from the pedestal and kind of walks over to you. And she'll like place her hands out for you to place your hands in. All right. I wish there was some bombast, some wonderful something I could say. Alhina, child of the stars, I bestow upon you a gift. May its light shine upon you, and may it become your beacon. And you can look in your inventory, and I've added Valrea's gift. Haha. And as you guys see this, there is a sort of bright, warm light like a sunrise, and a spear shapes out of this light, and in between Alhina's hands, you see this golden, well, I guess a light brown wood spear with golden tips, and the spear points is a light metal that is rimmed in gold. There you are. As long as you are in my favor, this will work for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for everyone else, she kind of like pats around herself. She pulls out from her, within her cloak, she displays 5 black feathers that are tipped in red. If you shall ever find yourself in mortal danger, on. If you ever should find yourself in mortal danger, have this on you. You might be able to barter with the Raven or with the Queen of Blood.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
You're welcome. And I will add these to your inventory.
Like you can automatically add stuff?
I
to
can,
us?
yeah.
Hell yeah. That's badass.
It is a custom thing that I can do. Well, I mean, anyone can do. But if you own the campaign. Well, D&D Beyond is taking its sweet time.
We got presents from a god.
You did. Is there, anything you ask of me? I can't do a ton of things. I can only appear on this plane twice as per my father's gifts to me.
Twice ever or twice in like a day or?
Twice ever.
Oh, you used a time for us just now.
Yes.
Oh wow. I feel like we should ask you more questions, but I don't know what to. Do you have anything you need to talk about? I mean, while you're here, we should, do you want me to play some music for you or what do you?
You don't have to. Why can't I not add this? You absolutely do not have to do that. I mean, I love your singing, but
Thank you.
Tell
but
us wonderful jokes too.
yes, I've heard them. You said it's stand-up comedy.
In a matter of speaking, yes.
Well, if you'd like to tell a joke.
Moxie tells a joke.
Okay, sorry. I will add all of these items to your inventory probably while you guys are chatting. Later.
Gifts from the gods don't come with Prime shipping, apparently.
Apparently not. D&D Beyond. I could add it to one person's, but it's not there. On others. Okay, cool. And she kind of like releases your hands. Elhina gives you all the feathers. She kind of looks at each one of you and smiles. Is there anything else?
I don't know what to say except thank you.
Of course. You're doing me a large favor. It's all I can give back. Feels rather small for my ask.
Yeah, I got nothing, guys.
I'm
Nothing
still
else to add.
shocked. Talon has 1,000 questions about like everything, but nothing's coming out,
All right. Let me just make sure. I will say that before I go, again, with all of these gods, these deities reaching for you, just remember who you are. The gods are powerful, but you must remain true to yourself and do not despair. Some gods may choose you that you do not wish to have. You must decide for yourself if you are to be chosen, really. It's always a choice. The gods, they draw power from people on the mortal plane. They are powerful, and they can give gifts and bestow magics. But really, if they don't have anyone following them, they don't have any power. So, they need you just as much as you might need them.
All right. Well, thank you for that advice. I'm going to think about everything 9 or 10 times before I agree to it now, it sounds like.
Well, you should know most of all, Miss Moxie. You never sign a contract without reading it first.
That's true. That's a very good point.
Yes.
Am I doing that right now? Is the question.
The color is just drained from Talon's face.
And I will say, not all those that seem bad are bad.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to interfere a lot, but I feel I can say that.
Okay. That's not super cryptic or anything, but
I'm sorry, it does come with the territory.
that's true.
We have to be slightly hands off.
Mm. Fair enough. Fair enough.
We're all just having existential crises over here. No big deal.
Yeah.
And before I go, if you do see Tifa, the Blood Queen, do tell her I say hello.
We will.
I hope you don't. I didn't mean that to say. If it just has, as adventurers, sometimes you face death. Thank you for taking upon yourself my mission upon you, and just look away for a moment. I'm going to do the bright light thing again.
Okay.
And thank you, Alhina, for accepting my gift.
Thank you.
And she begins to glow bright. And as the light begins to fade yet again, the door opens and Jonathan kind of peeks in and he's like, "Is everything all right in here? I saw a bright light."
We're great, actually. Would you mind giving us a few more minutes?
Yes, please take all the
Awesome,
time.
thank
If
you.
you need to rest again, there are cots in the back. All right. And he shuts the door behind him.
So, everybody, I felt good about helping her until she gave us all these clues about it's bad to help some people. Like, we're doing the right thing, right?
Right and wrong can be very subjective.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, I want to do it regardless because
I mean, what else are we going to do?
Right.
She has not steered us wrong yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
We made it here. We met Matthias on our way here. That was fun. You know?
Was fun.
I mean, let's look at it objectively. If we said no, it would just be that giant what if in our lives forever. And something bad could happen if we didn't. Maybe what she has to do is super important. Maybe what she has to do is going to end the world. I mean, like, I have no idea, but I guess this way we'll find out won't be a big part of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Dice Boss. Back in our lore of how Valria ascends.
Yeah.
Does she want to be a god? Is she happy with this position?
She is reluctant to be a god. She understands that it is her birthright to be a god. She doesn't hate it, from what you guys know. But she doesn't really she doesn't feel comfortable with people really worshiping to her that much. Like she doesn't want the big temples like her father Soul has. That's why she usually has an offshoot in the temples of Soul. She has accepted her position, but she is again a very new god, so it's still a little uncomfortable for her to have worshippers and stuff like that.
I don't know. I keep feeling like I'm missing something. Not all those that seem bad are bad. That one's gonna mind fuck me constantly. Well, at least we got cool feathers.
Those.
Yeah.
They are rather pretty feathers. This whole situation reminds me of when Tatiana and Oberon start manipulating people in their courts against one another. I don't particularly care for it.
At least she seems kind.
She does.
I think she is just warning us to be discerning. It's never good to make decisions rashly, especially about people.
That's a good point. Okay, I feel a little better now, I guess.
Imagine if people judged us the first time we walked into their town instead of when they got to know us. They would think us very strange.
I mean, they probably do judge us.
I don't think they should. Just
No.
like I don't think we should.
That's fair. I don't mean to judge her in a bad way, just in a cautious way, I guess. I don't know. I feel very distrusting of this for some reason, but again, I'm into it. Like, I'm gonna do it.
We'll
But I
see
also
where the road takes us.
yeah, and I didn't have her like guiding me like she had you. So I'm sure you had an entirely different experience. So I basically just trust your instinct on the whole thing.
Yeah, if you
Well,
think
thank
it'll
you.
be fine, then
Yeah.
we're in.
Yep.
We're not gonna let you do it alone.
No. And it
Me
sounded
too.
like it needed to be all of us for some reason.
Yeah, that's the part that's kind of freaking me out.
We'll
Yeah.
have to be very careful if there are more gods involved.
Yeah.
I do not know the gods of this land very well, but I do know some of the stories. They're
Well,
not all like Valeria, I do not think.
doesn't sound like it. And she said someone is very heavily looking at me in particular. I don't mean to make this all about me, but what the fuck? I'm a little nervous about that too.
Well, it makes sense to me, at least. You're the kind of person people look at.
I guess that is the whole essence of my being is so fair. Okay, I accept that.
Stop being so good at everything.
I guess. Just pimping ain't easy. Uh,
I think this will be good.
yeah, so we need to bust out to Waterdeep first, it sounds like.
Yes, we find this Elcor, and I guess get him out of trouble.
Whatever
I
trouble
really
he's in.
wish she could have said what the trouble was.
Yeah, like legal trouble or like
Because if it is fighting trouble, this is easy for us.
that's not I'm not worried about. But if it's like complicated political trouble,
That's out of
I,
our
I,
realm.
I know nothing about that.
Perhaps we just kidnap him.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like I'm more comfortable with that route than navigating social circles. So depending on
Which-
what kind of trouble he's in.
Just seemed like something we would do.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yep. We just send in Nazira with all her stealthy fabulousness and she just picks the locks and gets us in. And one of you
Boom.
two motions to Alhina and Nesmet, throws them over your shoulder, we go.
Mhm.
I am very good at carrying things.
Seems simple enough.
And people.
Shit.
So if all else fails, breaking and entering, kidnapping. Got it.
For a good cause.
Yeah. Yeah.
As the
Okay.
guards are chasing us down the street, we're like, it's okay, Valrea sent us.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it does not come to that.
She's just like trying to lighten the mood as awkwardly as she can. Like she's just like visibly still like pale and just stressed.
Yeah.
It's working on
this.
Alhena. She thinks
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Yeah. Just Talon's trying. She is.
What part of the world are we in right now? Or nearby, at least on the map.
You are, if you look at the map of Faerun, you are in the gray something mountains. The gray. Hold on. Sword Coast map, go. You are in the Gray Peak Mountains. You are right next to the desert. This is as far east as the sort of the before you get to the desert. This is as far east as you could go. And that's why the temple's here, so that it could be there at sunrise.
Okay.
Because he is the Morning Lord.
Gray Peak Mountain. Okay. So we go to Waterdeep. Eventually, we have to get all three of those dudes to Neverwinter. Well, what do we need before we head out, I guess? Like, is there anything we should do before we just go? They said we could rest here. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perhaps we can stay and rest.
What time of day is it?
Mid-afternoon. Or
Okay.
early afternoon, I should say.
Could we feasibly make it down the mountain that we were carried up in like by nightfall to the giant camp?
No.
Okay.
The way you came up was very sheer, and to get up there, to get back down, you're gonna have to like take I guess you don't know this, but this is a little meta. You're gonna have to take a path down, which is on the other side of the mountain.
Could we go down the path and get back to the giant camp? Like, is there a way, or are we gonna have to go all the way down and then back around the way that we came up?
To get to the giants?
Yeah, who our horses are and
Yeah.
all that.
It'll drop you off kind of at the front of the mountain, and then
Okay.
you kind of go to the side where the crest was.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure mentally.
Cool.
Well, I guess we should probably just hang out here for the day. I don't know. Unless we want to start down and make camp like partway down the path.
Well, it seems like this is going to be our only like half day to relax, maybe,
Yeah.
and mentally prepare.
Mm-hmm. I
So
mean,
I
I could,
guess
you
we
know.
should take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can get a very early start.
Yeah. No, I like that idea. So yeah, I guess we're gonna hang out for a while.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Do you guys go out of the room at any point? Because Jonathan is just hanging out outside the door, basically.
Yeah, we won't
No.
leave him hanging.
Okay.
I think now we kind of pop out of the room to talk to Jonathan and tell him our plans.
Yeah, he is sitting like in the pew, like at the very end, that kind of faces the hallway, and he's just like twiddling his thumbs and like anxiously waiting. Oh, hello. Do you need anything?
Well, we're staying the night tonight, if that's okay with you.
Yes. No, that's wonderful. Do you uh, did you speak with her at all?
Like we're allowed to tell him, right? I kind of.
Yes, she spoke with us.
Good. She's good.
Very good.
Yes.
Good. You don't have to share what she said to you, but I'm glad that she spoke with you and that you are. I can make you food. Oh, you've never been here before. We don't have many visitors. There is something that you could see.
Yes, show us around.
It won't be back until probably before nightfall. But if you'd like dinner, if you'd like to relax for a while, then we'll make you dinner, and then after dinner you should be able to. Yeah, they should be back by then.
That sounds perfect.
Good. Do you have any allergies? We don't have that many like different types of food.
I was gonna jokingly say, are they gonna ask if we have allergies? I am not allergic to anything.
Mm-mm.
No.
Anybody? No.
Good. Okay, I will get started then. I'm glad that you found your way here safely and that you hopefully have. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I've been here for a long time, and I've been following Valrea for, well, like 45 years, so.
Oh wow.
Why do you follow her?
Because I have seen a lot of bad things in people. My god was Grumsh. All of the orcs have him in their mind, and he can be a lot. He just likes to talk sometimes, and everyone can hear him. You might notice that orcs tend to be a bit ornery. Sometimes I think this is why. But I have seen a lot of bad in people, and I have seen the worst of humanity. And he kind of like motions to his arms, and you see there are scars kind of going up and down as he pulls his sleeves up. But I want there to be good, and I want people's inside to be kind, and she does that. And I know she doesn't like followers, but I think she needs them because I think her mission is important.
And what is her mission to you?
See more kindness in the world.
Okay.
To
Want to make sure we're on the same page. I like that.
I'm a little
Yeah.
less suspicious now.
Yeah, me too.
Well, she is the goddess of inner light. And good dreams. I have a lot of really good dreams.
Nice.
So, anything else, or should I go get food?
Food's
Yep.
good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
food's good. Thank you.
All right. We'll kind of like not know what to do, kind of bow, and like walk away. He heads to the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm just kind of to everybody. Well, I feel a little less suspicious now, just like Talon. So
Yeah.
good start at least.
Good.
Nismet is still very sus.
Fair. Yeah, the rest of the afternoon passes unless there's anything anybody wants to talk about.
Not that I can think of.
Okay. He comes back with a there's more food than you are expecting. I guess more interesting food. Living on top of a mountain, probably at least Talon, you would know. Getting like normal food up here is kind of difficult. Probably like a lot of birds. But he comes back with beef and pork and some vegetables, like a side salad sort of situation. Even some tomatoes, and he'll place everything. He'll bring you to a sort of side room that has it's a fairly big room. It's like a cafeteria style. All of the other members of the church are there eating. They all are kind of taking turns serving and like getting up and cleaning up plates and stuff like that. But he will offer you he he brings you to a table that no one else is sitting at. And he brings you all of the food, and then he kind of sits down at the same table but on like the end of the table, and you might get the impression that this is his table and no one else normally sits here.
Oh, this is a really nice table. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it does not get a lot of use up here.
Why not?
Um, I am the only cleric to Valrea here, and not many people come here for the pilgrimage to see her. Which I understand this is a soul temple, but yeah, this is my spot. This is where I sit. Sometimes I sit over there.
Oh,
Oh,
If I want to change it up or I want to see the sunset. But normally I sit here and I just read my books.
nice.
well, thank you for dinner.
You're very welcome. It's nice to have someone to cook for every once in a while.
It's nice to be cooked for. I don't know.
He's like nods awkwardly and kind of like focuses on his food.
Yeah, I'm just kind of quietly eating and like looking around, like I don't know what's going on here, but okay, I'm eating and happy about it.
Yeah, we are all so far outside of our comfort zone. This isn't like a rowdy tavern or
no.
like a campfire. None of us know how to act.
You guys aren't getting a ton of looks or anything like that. The other priests and clerics and paladins, they don't seem to be paying you too much mind. That like if they walk by, they're kind and they'll nod their heads or wave to you. But I think
Cool.
unless they're approached, they let you be.
Well, sunset's got to be really pretty from up here.
Yes. Jonathan kind of like looks up like, oh, someone's actually talking to me. Sorry, hold on. He closes his book and he like looks over. Yeah. It is very exciting. The other priests don't really like. They usually go to bed beforehand, but it's all they're all about the morning, getting up and praying in the morning. But yes, no, the if you go out to the west side, that's where I will be taking you. You can see it's all on the horizon, so it's very pretty. But that is not what I want to show you. I will keep it a surprise, but
Oh, okay.
yes. It's
Cool.
something that I think you will, I hope. I don't think you will ever see anything like it again.
Okay.
All right.
I'm intrigued.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have our attention.
So finish your food and we will, then I will check and then I will come back for you. And he finishes his food and he'll get up and take your plates if you'll let him, and he disappears for 15-20 minutes. And I'll come back when you guys are ready.
We're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
All right. He comes back and he says, all right. I'm really excited for this. Most people don't get to see this. Come with me. I'll lead you back into the main temple and then out one of the side doors. And I'll say, now, it could be more impressive. Again, I don't want to hype it up too much, but it is something that, again, you'll never see again, probably. It's just kind of exciting. It was a gift. It was a gift from Soul, and it's right. And he like turns the corner, and his eyes go from sort of like a mid-plane to about like 15 feet in the air, and he kind of like looks like he's taken aback for a second. And as you guys walk around the corner, you see, and I will get this on here, a 15-foot tall, like the size of an elephant. It looks like a muscular golden unicorn with a white, sort of almost scale-like stomach, dark gold mane, a sort of almost like fish-like looking face, and it, oh, I have it in my notes, that's why, a very pronounced and spiraling horn. And this creature stands very proudly in front of you. Can you copy it so I can put it in here? No? Okay. It's fine. Didn't want you to do it anyways. And you see Joshua kind of like looks at it and then looks at you guys to see your reaction.
What is it?
It is a Kirin. It is now okay. I told you that someone was coming. You did not have to do this.
Holy shit.
I know that you want to impress them, but you do not have to do this. You should be yourself. This is fine, but they are still going to be impressed if you look like yourself. And the creature kind of like steps a little bit, like a horse that is like a little like grumpy. And then you see this image fade, and this 15-foot creature becomes the same thing, but pony-sized. And Jonathan does it. See, is that not better? And this little creature kind of this looks like the baby of the creature that you just saw, and the creature kind of like stamps its feet a little bit and like shakes out its mane.
Talon loves it. It's just like, oh my god, animal. I've never seen it before.
It comes directly from the celestial plane. A gift from Soul to us.
What's
What-
their
What's their
name?
name?
Well, he does not chosen his name yet. He's too young,
Okay.
but he will.
He's Moxie's not sure if she's trying to like Moxie says he looks very big and strong and impressive.
You see the creature kind of like perk up a little bit, like
Yeah.
almost smile as a horse would.
Like can we pet him or will he rip our arms off?
Well, you'd have to ask. You said no. He's very kind. He's just wants to impress you, I think. Doesn't get many new followers up here.
I'm impressed.
So I kind of turned to him and asked, like, may we pet you?
Yes, you may. You hear in your head.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, he said, yeah. Did I just hear it or did everybody?
Just you.
Okay. I'm like, he just said, yes, we may pet him.
Mhm.
Did you guys hear that?
No.
Oh, I'm
Hi,
sorry.
I'm
Do you want me to talk to all of you?
Yeah.
Hi. I'm sorry.
Hi.
I'm getting used to this.
Oh my gosh, it's a D&D My Little Pony.
We found one.
What's this animal called again?
Friendship forever.
It is a Kieran, Ki-Rin.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm?
Sorry, I'm making a bunch of notes.
Same.
I just know that I'm in love with it,
Mhm.
and I never want to leave it. Him.
Soul told me that I am good luck. So I will be good luck.
Are you gonna thank you? What does that entail?
I don't think it's a thing that I physically do. I think it's just a thing that I am.
That's awesome.
Oh. Well, thanks for the good luck.
Yeah. Soul also told me that I can answer one question from each person.
Oh God. I'm gonna need a minute here.
Jonathan kind of turns to you guys and is like, he's a baby. He does not know that much. When he grows to full size, like you saw before, he will know everything. But right now, he's kind of just, you ask him simple questions, he will know the answers to them. Like common knowledge things. This is more of a morale boost for him.
Oh.
I have a question.
Yes?
Okay, I just am dying to understand what rainbows are.
Rainbows. Ah. Well, if you're thinking about the rainbows that you see in the sky, they are a reflection of the sunbeams through the water. Like after rain, there's still water left in the air.
So Moxie is just looking at him, and I can't do it now, but just so like putting on like not overly a show,
Yeah.
but like, oh wow, oh my gosh, that's so great. Like, so she really wants him to feel
Yeah,
good, you know.
He does. He feels great about himself right now.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to know something?
What's your favorite thing you've seen on this plane so far?
Oh, on this plane? Well, I saw my mom. That was really cool. But I didn't get to stay very long. So maybe after that, I saw. There are these creatures at the bottom of the mountain. They're like really big and their skin is gray. But also, Jonathan's really cool too.
That sounds very neat.
We met those big and gray creatures.
Are they nice? Oh,
Uh,
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to know. They are nice, aren't they?
yeah, they're very nice.
Root is like watching this creature. Like I can tell that he doesn't know what to make of it
Mm-hmm.
because he's confused. He's got a little squawk. I just he lets out like a confused squawk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I think it's fine. If you want to come down and get a closer look.
You see like this creature look at Root, and Root kind of does a like almost a taken aback look, and they just kind of look at each other for a moment, and then he turns back to you guys and like seems like he's content, and Root is just like, you feel this like vibe through him, like the fuck just happened, like
So confused.
like this thing talked to me. No one else can understand me. What the fuck just happened?
Poor baby.
Do you guys want to go flying?
Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. And he like hovers off the ground and you see him kind of like almost clomping through the air. All right, your turn. And Jonathan's like, oh, no, they cannot fly. They do not have that ability. He goes,
Oh.
He'll go with you.
Will you? And you
Drew
see,
looks at me like, I don't know. Yeah, just go. Just fly.
and you see like a giddy child, this little horse creature, go off, sort of like galloping through the air, while Root and him circle the area. And Jonathan's kind of just like really pleased with himself, kind of like looking at you guys for a reaction.
I'm
Oh.
just very glad he could not make us fly.
Oh no, not yet.
Seems very
Wait, not
sweet.
yet?
Yeah, it's
Oh no, he will be very powerful one day.
Flying is not exactly my strong suit.
No. Perhaps one day you could have wings. There are spells for this.
I think I will keep my hooves firmly on the ground. Thank you.
As you wish. But yes, it's very, very cool. Very interesting.
Very.
so cool.
Never
Yes.
seen one before.
Yes, and they do grant you good luck. He brings us things, mostly food, from the village below. We have to give him money.
So that's how you got all that beef and stuff up here.
Ah.
Okay.
Yes. It would take a long time for us to climb down the
Mystery
mountain just for
solved.
food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm glad you enjoy him. He can use company from time to time.
But he stays here at the temple.
Yes, he was a gift from Soul to the temple.
Okay. That's cool.
So one day he will be able to go off on his own and, see the world, but his kind are sought after. We have to protect him for now. As I said, they learn everything, and people seek them out to find out some good, some bad things. And
How
plus,
do they just learn everything? Oh, sorry.
no, they're magical. It is a way of absorbing knowledge that I do not understand. Perhaps it is a gift from the celestial plane.
How long does it take them to be full grown?
You will not be full grown for 4 or 5 years.
Oh.
Yes. They live quite a long time.
Like me.
Yes. But he is sweet. And he's learning.
Well, Root seems to be having fun.
Root is like an older brother getting tormented by a younger sibling right now. Like he's like kind of like nipping at the feathers of his tail. And Talon just like bolts down sometimes. And he's like, "Yeah, we're diving," and he goes down with him. Talon just Root comes back and like plops on your shoulder and kind of like goes in your hair a little bit.
Like hide. I'm giant, but please hide me.
And this creature again lands and looks very pleased with their outing. That was fun. I'm sorry you guys can't fly.
Enjoyed it. Yeah, that's why we have him.
He's very fun. He's got a lot to say.
Well, I mean, I'm the only one he really gets to talk to.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, if he ever wants to come back and talk to me, he can.
Okay, I'll make sure. I mean, I'm sure you let him know that, but yeah.
I did.
Okay.
I told him that we could be best friends.
Oh, that's so cute. My baby has a best friend.
Fucking Root
he
just
wants
peeks
them.
his head out, looks at you like, fucking murder you in your sleep.
Older siblings.
And this Kieran is going to kind of clomp around a little bit, seeming like he's a little distracted, starts following a butterfly, trying to go after it, and Jonathan kind of just like, all right, well, hopefully that will bring you good luck. Though I think you already had some coming up this mountain, if you weren't in favor with the stone giants.
It was because of our lucky friend, Matthias.
No?
He stumbled into a lot of luck recently.
Oh, that's good. Or a bad omen. This is the beginning of your journey, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't want. You don't want to get all the luck out the way first. But with the Kieran, you will. This is good luck on your beginning of your journey. If you see one in the sky, it's supposed to bring you good luck.
Okay. Well, hopefully he follows us.
Yes. Sorry, I don't get to talk to many people. Well, your room is ready whenever you are.
Oh, I definitely want to see the sunset from up here, so.
Right. Yeah, no, stay out here as long as you want. I'm going to put the little one to bed.
Okay. Tell him good night from us.
Yeah. When you are ready, come inside. I will lead you to your room.
So I guess we watch the sunset. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, I just kind of want to sit and just quietly enjoy the scenery, knowing that this is probably going to be like the last peaceful moment we're going to have for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys look out over the cliff. You see before you is just open land as far as you can see. There are mountains to your north. There are a few mountains to your south, but for the most part, it is all forest before you. You can see the river that you traveled to get here, moving across the landscape to the west. The sun perfectly sets. The coloring is beautiful with the blues and the purples and the oranges melding together. It looks as if you could see most of the world in this quiet evening air, and the sun falls behind the horizon. The darkness of night comes out, and the stars above you begin to shine. And I think that's a good place to take a break.
Sounds good.
Cool, cool, cool. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out in chat. Thank you for bearing with us through all of that exposition dump. Uh, sometimes it has to happen. So we're going to take a quick break, 5 to 10 minutes. But before we do, I just want to remind everybody to relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, go get some drink, hydrate with water. It's very important. Go to the bathroom if you need to. Grab a snack, and we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. We will hydrate before we go. Thank you, Classic. And you should too. We'll see y'all soon. Bye! Bitch! Welcome back, everybody! To Playthings of the Gods! We are back from our break, and thank you very much, Bud, for that redemption of the Megathorpe to come back to, because, boy, I love that fan so much. I hope you guys had a great break, and everyone got some water and relaxed a little bit, because we're back into it. We're gonna pick up, unless is there any conversations you guys want to have tonight? Are you guys gonna hang out outside, looking at the stars? You're not gonna get a better view from here than here.
Talon is going to. Everybody's still outside with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gone inside. All right.
Yeah.
Talon's gonna be like, okay, I have to tell you guys something.
Okay. We're ready.
Sure.
So I know you guys heard a voice come from me. But what did it sound like?
I don't remember LB, so this is me describing it to her right now.
I think that Moxie, you are a good enough performer. You can probably replicate it slightly. So Moxie explains to you and does sort of tries to replicate this voice and this accent, and it seems, like something you might have heard before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did it? That's what I was afraid of. So there's this thing I've been dealing with my entire life. And at this point, I feel like, we're going into this adventure and I might die. So I feel like I have to get it off my chest. And you guys are the only friends I've ever had my entire life. And I've never had anybody else to help me with it. And everybody's probably just staring at her like, this is the most she's ever spoken before. What the hell is happening? And I, so I guess, so my whole, so when I was younger, I guess I should just start with the fact that, um, I don't know. When I was younger, I didn't have a lot of friends, obviously, because I've said that before. And there were like it's a group of bullies, and they just really had it in for me. And one day I was running away from them, and like I was faster, so I was out ahead. They're catching up to me, because I like tripped and fell and skinned my knee. And I was like staring at the blood, and I picked myself back up and I started running again because I could hear them getting closer. And then I heard a voice in my head that I'd never heard before. And it sounded like that voice. And it told me where to hide. And they didn't find me. And then eventually they got bored and stopped looking for me. And then I ended up going back home. That was the first time I ever heard it. I was really little. And then I heard it a few more times as I got older. And it was always like really innocent stuff. Uh, like, just helping me get away from bullies or telling me how I could make this random deer in the forest my friend and, which books I should read to learn the things that, would make me better than everybody in class and how to be a better swordsman and marksman and just things like that. Um, and then it one day those bullies when I was, I don't know, a teenager, they came back again because they were mad that I'd beaten them and some stuff during the day, when we were sparring. And their main leader, the voice told me to break his nose, and I did. It's almost like I blacked out for a couple seconds, and when I, realized what had happened, his nose was shattered. And things like that kept happening. It got increasingly more violent as I got older, and telling me to do things. I mean, I didn't always do them, but like sometimes I didn't have any control over it. I would just black out for a couple seconds. And then that's why I asked if I'd hurt anybody when you guys told me that I'd blacked out. Uh, so yeah, I've been hearing a voice inside my head my entire life. It's telling me to do things, and I don't know what it is. So before we start on this quest, since you really freaked us out with all that God talk, I don't know what it is. It could be anything. So sorry if it's an evil God. Kind of sounds like it is.
Well, I mean, it's not your fault, so it's
Um,
okay. I mean,
I mean, but you guys are around me all the time, and there's always that danger, I guess.
It must be
So,
really scary.
I mean, I guess I'm just kind of used to it at this point. I mean, that's why I've always been by myself. I mean, the whole reason I left my village was it told me to kill my dad,
oh,
and then I blacked out. And before I knew it, I was across the room with a knife to his throat, but I managed to stop myself. And then I left.
well, that's good for us to know.
Would
Has
you
it
like
talked to you
another hug?
recently?
Yeah. You remember when I picked up the rabbit foot in the hag's hut?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It told me to do that.
Okay.
And then when we pulled the tarot card the other night,
Yeah.
it said that if I wanted to know about it, all I had to do was ask.
And what card did you get again?
The death card, reverse.
Okay. So, I don't know. Valeria told us we'd all get contacted from God, so don't feel ostracized or bad about it. I mean, you can't help it. I'm glad you told us, and now we know to keep an eye on it.
Taylor,
But I'm not afraid of you yet.
would you like
Oh.
another hug?
Yeah.
Arm extends out.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. I know that was a lot of words coming from me. But I feel like before we start on this, you guys should know that because as we, get going on these things, I just don't want it to be dangerous to be my friend.
No, I think you picked the right group that can deal with this situation. So I wouldn't sweat it too much. But I'm glad you told us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's cool, man. You're good.
thanks.
If I ever see you coming at me with a knife, I'll just do this. And she just kind of like gently puts her hand on Talen's forehead
I
and
was
just
going
moves her away and then brings her back into the hug.
I was going to say, I don't know that you could reach Nizmat's nose or my nose to
Mhm.
break it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in a bad spot, but I'll be fine. We've got healing spells.
It's true.
Okay. Well, just let me know if I ever do anything weird, I guess. I haven't had a blackout in like the one in the house for a few years.
Okay.
So at least not
you-
that I remember, I guess. And
Yeah.
for this, I haven't had one since I met you guys except for that one. So I
Do
don't
you
know.
want to ask it what it is?
She's gonna pull out her mom's journal and hand it to Nizmat and be like, no, because of this.
Nizmat will open it gingerly.
Oh, hold on. I have to open up. I was not prepared to do
Okay.
this. I just started talking.
You see inside a
You have it. Okay,
very
good.
a very beautiful set of handwriting. The script is very neat and close together, and you see that it's dated. It is well organized, and there's a lot of like personal things in there, but one of the last things that you read is in here somewhere. It says, to my daughter, don't let this curse define you. You know who you are. My child, be strong. I love you, Talon. And then the mother's signature.
So your mother knew about it.
And I never met her because she died giving birth to me.
And did Nizmat read that out loud?
If Talon's okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, I handed
will,
it to
yeah.
you. I mean,
Okay.
we're all talking about it now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Valrea just said, before I go, remember who you are. So
And that's why I
That
decided
hits
to
home.
talk to you guys about this, is because that seems it seemed like a hint that maybe it was time to not deal with this on my own. So I guess from now on, if I hear the voice, I'll let you know what it says. But I don't know if I mean, I've acknowledged it in the past, and the times that I've acknowledged it, bad things have happened. So that's why I tend to just ignore it. And I've never asked it what it was because of that. I don't know if I want to know what it is, but I also want to know what it is. That's why I'm always in the library. I'm trying to figure out what it is without asking.
well, hopefully,
Uh,
if you do ask it at some point, if you want to, I mean, we're around to help.
Yeah, I
so
won't do it without you guys, I guess, unless we
Yeah.
get separated.
unless we-
Flipping back through her mother's journal, is there any reference to deities or deals?
Yes, very light stuff. It does go back quite a ways. It mentions what nope. Lythander? The god of Coralon. The god of the elves. He is a Coralon is known as the god of elves, and that's really the only thing that's been in mention. It's more of like may Coralon bless us, blah blah blah, that sort of thing. There is, as she gets deeper into the diary, it becomes less I guess less hopeful as she becomes more and more sick. And it kind of drops off before the last message.
Your mother writes about Coralon. Have you ever sought them out? in a temple?
No, I have not. But from what I know about Coralon, I don't think that it's them.
Hmm.
Doesn't seem like the god that would incite violence. But I don't know, I guess.
I know you don't care for your father, but did he ever mention making any deals or your mother making a deal?
No, he basically just spent my entire childhood telling me that I was evil and
Mm.
worthless and that I killed my mother. So we didn't talk much.
I have words for him if we ever meet him.
Yeah. Well, if we ever meet him, I don't won't be under good circumstances.
Nismet just squeezed his tail in a little bit harder.
We should probably never go there. I don't think I'm welcome. Ooh, almost killing a town elder. I don't know. Probably not welcome back.
I mean, you could check. You guys are like probably like 5
Mhm.
days out. I'm just saying.
no.
You're really close.
Let's leave. The more distance I can put between myself and that place, the better. That's why I've been wandering for the last 10 years.
If you ever decide to go back and seek answers, we'll be with you.
Okay, thanks, guys. Well, I feel weird after talking that much, so someone else go.
Nazira just says, I didn't know my parents, so no weird voices though.
Hmm.
Oh, just the dream stuff. So thank you, though.
Still just
Alcohol?
so uncomfortable. Yeah, yes. Yes.
It's got to be some blessed wine here. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go find some alcohol.
And lo, you do. Yeah, you're able to. Alhina, again, this is probably the best place you've ever seen for like seeing a full sky of stars. So if you wanted to do some mapping, this would be a great place for it. Again, you're on the top of a mountain and there are no lights anywhere. So for the rest of you, are you gonna go to bed?
I'm gonna see if Alhina wants. I need to do something with my hands, so I'm gonna see if she wants some help with the mapping,
Mhm.
or just
Yes, of
you know,
course.
just hold it for her while she does it. If I just need to do something,
Put your
I'm
phone
too
light
amped
on
up.
it. So
Yeah, I'm too amped up to sleep. So
If she notices that, Alhina just starts like telling her random stuff about like her village. It's like, and we lived with my grandmother. Oh, and I have a twin brother. And just like saying random shit.
I'm an only child, so that would be with my what's it like having a twin, let
Oh,
alone
he
a
is
sibling.
such a pain. He thinks he knows everything. Always telling me, Alhena, no, you're wrong. Alhena, no, you should do it this way. Alhena, Alhena, Alhena. Always. He drives me out the wall. And I can't climb up a wall. I have hoofs.
Yeah, that would be kind of hard.
But I love him.
When was the last time you saw him?
Oh, gosh. He left around the same time I did, and we traveled for a bit together, but it's been several months.
That's a long time.
It is the first time we've ever been apart.
Do you guys have a way that you can communicate with each other?
No.
That's sad. Do you know which direction he went in? Since we're going to be traveling all over the place, maybe we'll see him.
He went north.
Okay.
That is all I know.
Well, I hope we get to meet him someday.
I think he would like you.
Well, if he's anything like you, of course I'd like him.
But I hope I'm not as big of a pain.
You're not a pain at all. We'll go back to looking at
Yeah.
the stars.
She just keeps talking. Just trying to keep Talon's mind off stuff.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's appreciated.
The um the temple is quiet as you guys enter. Jonathan will lead you to a room, has set up 4 cots, and there is one bed in there. He'll remark to Alhina about the spear, and ask where it came from because he didn't see it before.
It was a gift
From
from Valraya.
she gave it. Can I see it? I mean, I just want to look at it. I don't need to touch it, but
Yes, you may look at it.
kind of like gets as close as possible without touching it, and is like in awe of it. And he kind of like sits back and he's like, "You must be very blessed for her to give you a gift."
That is very kind of you to say.
Uh, well, yeah, please sleep here. I did not know what you needed, but there is a cot if you do not need that. There are plenty of blankets and pillows. If you need anything else, just let me know. I'll be in the temple tonight.
Thank you very much.
And I hope the rest of you sleep well tonight and have pleasant dreams. He will close the door to the room, and basically this room fits just these things in it. It seems to be someone's room, and there are a few text Talon that you haven't seen before on the bedside table. Most of them talk about Valrea and her. You can reread the story of her quest and her companions, and yeah, that is.
I will definitely do that to remind myself of all of like the little intricate details. It's been a long time since I've heard the story, so
yeah. And you guys go to sleep unless there's anything else you guys want to do tonight.
No, I don't think so.
it's weird not having to keep watch, huh? Because we're like all laying in our cots.
I'm already sleeping by the time you say that.
Yes, I feel like I should be doing something.
I know. Oh well. Good night. Thanks again for listening to me earlier, guys.
Good night.
And you guys all have a wonderful night's sleep. You guys all have a wonderful, beautiful dream. I kind of want you guys to tell me what what like a good dream for your character would be. Because Valrea has blessed you, and she is the goddess of good dreams. So, does anyone have any ideas as to what? I don't want to like impose upon your character like what this amazing dream is gonna be.
I've got an idea for
All
Moxie.
right, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I'm ready.
Yeah, Moxie, she tries to bang all the dudes, but her dream is about her and Mordecai. And just one time, like, they started playing cards together at the circus in some downtime. And I don't know, that's when, like, she first felt the little Mordecai spark. Bless her heart.
Yeah. Look at each other, you guys share a moment, and you feel, yeah, like, you know how in dreams you have, like, things, like, that you guys both love each other, and
Yeah.
you share a moment, and it's not even like you guys bang or anything like that. It's like he touches your hand, he will caress it a little bit as you're playing games, and in that moment it's just kind of like this, you feel this warmth, and as you wake up you kind of continue to have that little like heart
I just saw Kelly's
as the bard ninja sex party says, you have a little heart boner when you wake up.
Yeah. I like my little heart bone.
Rachel, you had one?
Yeah. In Talon's dream, it starts with her just like sprinting through the woods. And, she like gets to like this like lake in the middle of the woods. And so she just like dives in and just keeps swimming to the bottom, and like comes up for air, like at the bottom. It's like everything shifts and she gets to the top, which is the bottom, but it's the top now. And she like breaks through and she like gets out of the water, swims to the shore. And there's like this house there. And she walks in and all of her friends are there. And everybody's sitting around for dinner. And apparently it's her house. And there's like a couple little kids running around. And she doesn't know if they're hers, but she feels like they might be hers. They kind of look like her. They've got the silver hair and they look like they're, maybe half elf. Don't know, can't, it's ambiguous what they're mixed with, and like all of her friends are there. Everybody's sitting around for a big meal. And it's like just a really nice, like calm night. And she feels like very loved.
That's sweet as hell, man. Again,
Wholesome as hell.
Yeah, you wake up feeling really refreshed and like you kind of wake up with a smile. Either of you have one?
Yeah. Nismet starts back in the Feywild, and she's with her parents and various other creatures and friends that she enjoyed spending time with, and then it kind of does like a fuzzy fast forward to the day that she meets Nazira and she gains that friendship. And there's a fast forward then to the next member of the party that she met and gained as a friend, and it goes down the line of all the party members and their time spent together. And it's all the warm fuzzy moments of when she felt the joy of gaining a new friend throughout her life.
Aw, that's so sweet. And then you see Dolly. And then you see this Kieran, who is now your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And you wake up feeling really happy. Like you see your friends who are probably either reading or still sleeping. And you kind of like, you can feel that little heartbeat for them. Alhina?
Alhina dreams of home. Her dream is really simple. I think she has these memories of her and her brother as kids and their grandmother like desperately trying to teach them to do anything like weaving and things like that, and they're just bad at it and not paying attention, and she finds a lot of joy in those memories. So I think she just has all of these like small memories of sitting at home learning how to do these things, and yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, that's really sweet. As you wake up, you kind of smell. You have that scent memory of what the fields smelled like on Ravnica, and you feel the warmth as you did when you woke up from your last pleasant dream. And you all wake up in the morning from your trance or from your sleep, and you have the day. When you leave your room, you see that all of the it is probably well after sunrise, and you see all of the temple is a bustle. Everyone has already finished their morning prayers, and you are able to do as you like for the day. What's the plan?
The plan is to get it together and head out, right?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Started on our quest for our new friend, the god.
Yeah.
All right.
She seems so chill. Like I feel like we're friends now,
She's
Or
a
as
new
friendly-
god.
Yeah, as friendly as you can be with a god, right? Like she was
Mhm.
just so chill. So I feel like,
Awesome. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you leave? Were you just gonna take off, or what's the plan?
I mean, I want to. We should probably eat breakfast,
Mhm.
but I don't want to put out Jacob. Was that his name, or what? What was his name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. I don't want to put him out too much, but maybe
yeah,
we can.
if they've got some fruit or something, we can just grab that to go.
Sure. Yeah, he offers to make you guys breakfast if you'd like. There's plenty of eggs and that sort of thing.
And since he's doing that, maybe we can like. I don't know if it'd be a bad idea to talk to him about what Valeria said to us. Just give him enough. He's the only one that worships her, so give him as much information as we can, just to be nice to him.
Sure, yeah, he would love that. Yeah, he'll listen to. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do the Fanthorpe. I will do a Fanthorpe, and I will do the other Fanthorpe. Are you guys ready? We're gonna do a twofer. Are we ready? We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo! 1, 2, 3, go. Double fan thwart. Thank you guys so much for the redemption. I'm sorry if I ever forget. Just let me know.
I definitely just threw my fan into my lap on the second one.
I did that with the big fan. There is a clip of me going, "Huh," and I just throw it down there. It was great. I actually need this. I need this for a moment. It's a little warm in here. All right, so yeah, you tell him about what Valeria told you. He is very interested. He kind of like takes it all. You see, like he's kind of trying to remember all of it, and he's very excited for you guys, especially you, Valhina. He will tell you that it is a great honor to be chosen by her, and he'll say, you know, a lot of people would like to be her champion, and I'm glad that she chose you. I mean, if she chose you, that means that you are true of heart and that you will uphold her way.
I'll do my best. And thank you.
Good luck on your mission, and if you need anything, you know where I am. I am just a sending away. He'll
Thank you.
he'll give you guys breakfast and probably some rations for the road. He'll let you know that the trip down the mountain will take you a couple of days. There are places to rest on the way. But if you take the path, it'll take you like 3 or 4 days to get down. Yeah. Unless you guys want to traverse down the side you came up, but that would be very dangerous for someone our size.
Yeah, we can just go down the path and take
We'll
a
go
couple
down
days.
the normal way.
We don't have a choice anyways.
No.
Well, you always have a choice.
Well,
but-
I don't have climbing gear, so we don't really have a choice.
Okay, fair. You don't have a choice here.
Wrong character for that. This one also doesn't fly. We found out earlier. None of us do.
Nope. But you guys are able to get your stuff all packed up and start making your way down, unless there's anything else. Okay. You guys begin to make your way down the mountain. There is the path starts out very flat, but you are at the top of a mountain, so it becomes more inclined, more steep. There are a lot of back and forth down this road, and there are some spots where Alhina might be a little bit difficult for you to like grip. So you slide a little bit, but you're not in danger of falling. It is just a little trepidatious. a little sketch, if you will. And you guys make it down to the first spot without any issues on the mountain. Are you planning on making camp? Do you guys want to keep going?
Do we? I guess I'm the traveler of the bunch. Do I feel like it would be feasibly like? Is it bright enough that we could like the stars, moon, etc.? Is it bright enough at night that we could feasibly travel into the night if we wanted to after dark, or do we think it'd be like a little too dangerous for people without dark vision?
Let me tell you, because I wrote down what moon phase it was a while ago.
that's
Do I
pretty
remember?
specific.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's my girl.
I'm a little nervous about this too, but more proud than
like it.
nervous.
It's a half waxing moon. It was a half waxing moon when you guys left,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been about 14 days. My moon people. So it's probably full. Waxing is making it full.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Wax on,
Yes.
wane
yes.
off.
So when we
Okay.
left, it was half waxing,
Mhm.
but
Yes.
it was basically like half full. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
it would be basically full moon now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
mark that.
Cool. Well, I
Sorry,
mean,
sorry,
it's bright
sorry.
enough, you guys. If you want to continue into the night a little bit before we make camp, I mean, it's bright enough if you want to go, or we can just make camp here. Or if this feels like a good spot, it's up to you guys. I have dark vision, so I don't care either way.
Yeah, I do too.
Dark
I
vision.
just don't want to overly tire ourselves
I
since
mean,
we
it's
have
not like an
so
easy
much.
climb down by any means, even though it's a path. So it just depends on how tired everybody is.
I do not have dark vision, but I have torches.
Oh, yes.
You could travel for a bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See if we
Sure.
can find another little spot. Okay.
Go ahead and you guys travel a little bit further down the mountain. Talon, why don't you give me a survival check real quick?
Wilco. Oh, 8. Ooh, D&D Beyond.
You guys start moving down the mountain, and you're like, yeah, it'll be easy to find a place to make camp. You go about another hour, and then another 2 hours, and it takes you about 3.5 hours for you to find another spot that you could probably camp at. So you guys, it is pretty late at this
Yeah.
point. You're
Probably
very
midnight by
tired.
now.
Well, probably like 2:30.
Okay. All right. Well, that sucked. Let's stop here.
But you are able to make camp here
Yeah.
if you'd like.
Sold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's warm enough out. We don't really need like a campfire to stay warm and whatever, right? We're in a warm enough climate.
Yes, but there's a lot of wind. You
Okay.
are on top of a mountain. You are at a higher altitude. So it is a little bit. It is a bit nippy up here, especially at night.
Okay.
You could. I mean, you don't need a fire, but it's gonna be a little chilly.
I just don't even know if we have the supply. I mean, are there trees around us? Is it just like, are we on like straight up like rock face basically? Like,
You're in a little alcove. You can find like a brush. You can find enough.
enough to
on-
start a fire?
yeah.
Okay. Then I will do that and get us a fire going. I just didn't know if there was even enough around.
Sure.
So
Right.
get a little fire going. Maybe make some chamomile tea to
Ooh.
chill us all out
that
after that
sounds nice.
trek.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to make a fire and a small one. The breeze kind of keeps you from being able to make like a full-on blaze, but you guys can curl up and sleep if you like. What is the watch schedule for tonight?
I'll take first watch because I made everybody continue on with my damn suggestion.
Fair, fair.
So Root and I will stay up and we'll let everybody else sleep.
Nazira will offer to do the second watch so that everyone else can just sleep through the night, so we don't have to worry about it.
Thanks,
Perfect.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get some rest.
Yeah.
Even I'm tired, and that's like my whole thing. It's just trekking all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But get some sleep, guys.
And yeah, you guys go to sleep unless there's any other conversation you guys want to have. Okay. Alhina, Nizmat, and Moxie, you guys go to sleep. Moxie, you kind of have a restless night. You don't have any dreams. All you see is sort of blackness. And you hear what seems like a very, very distant voice. It seems to be shouting, but like someone shouting into the wind. Something that you can't quite make out what they're saying, but they're speaking with passion.
Can I tell if it's like a man or a woman, or can't tell?
The voice does seem deeper.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You listen to this voice for what feels like half an hour, trying to make out what they're saying. And the dream kind of fades, and you wake up, and you kind of feel like you have heartburn. Like just a little bit of something in your chest, like you ate something really acidic.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
You said shouting. Like, did it sound angry whatsoever? Or like urgent?
A bit of both. Probably
Okay.
more frustrated than like urgent.
Okay.
And you wake
Okay.
up. Yeah, you got a little bit of chest burn, but as a tiefling, you know, you kind of have your hellish rebuke, so you can. That's not, you know, the worst thing in the world.
Is anybody else up?
Yeah, you're probably one of the last ones to get up at this point.
So I get up and learning that secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone. I'm like, so you guys, I kind of had a dream last night.
What about?
And I kind of describe the blackness and the voice. I just describe it all to him. And I'm like, and I've just got like this burning feeling here, which I know, like, I'm a tiefling, so that's kind of not that big of a deal, but I don't know. I don't normally wake up that way. And I couldn't make out any of the like anything that they were saying.
Maybe you'll have the dream again and it'll get clearer with time.
Yeah. Yeah. The voice didn't comfort me,
Hmm.
but not at all. So yeah, that was my night. What about you guys?
Talon's gonna make her some chamomile tea because that might help the burning.
Thank you. I like tea.
Because it's soothing sometimes. So that sounds stressful. I didn't have any dreams in my trance tonight, unfortunately, but I also didn't hear a voice. So win.
Super win. Hello to all of you raiders. Thank you for stopping in. You just missed a really, well, it actually wasn't that creepy dream that Moxie had. But we are getting into the next day. Is there anything you guys want to do before you get going in? Pug, thank you so much for all of the subscriptions. You're so sweet. Anyone
I don't
have
know.
any?
I think Moxie's gonna feel kind of uneasy all day because that's never nothing like that's happened to her before. She's a little feels icky.
All right. Yeah, you guys are able to move in or move back down the mountain. You cut off about, you know, a few more hours from last night's trek into the into the abyss. Um, Rachel, you fucking turd. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Rachel, for all the subscriptions. Really appreciate it. I wish something more interesting was happening, but we're traveling right now, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna keep traveling down the mountain. I don't. There is just 2 more days of travel down this mountain. Unless there's anything you guys want to do, you can make it down to the base fairly simply. It is again traveling up a mountain or traveling down a mountain, so it is slightly difficult, but also, you know, just down a path. Is there anything you guys want to accomplish in the next couple days?
Just trying really hard not to fall.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
doing
very
it.
focused. I have hooves. This is not my favorite terrain.
Not built for climbing.
Fair enough.
Maybe
Alina's
we-
stressed for a couple of days.
Maybe if we fashion a harness, the rest of us could stand behind you so that our counterweight would prevent you from slipping forward.
Oh, I don't know. I'm very heavy.
I am too. I think with the other 3 plus me, we may weigh more. Or at least the same. Or at least enough to stop a slip.
Okay. I suppose.
I'll just walk in front of you. If you start to slip, just yell and I'll stop and you can just run into
Oh.
me.
Oh, but you're so very small.
But I'm pretty strong.
Uh,
Or we can just have Root grab your shoulders and
Okay.
swing back with
Okay,
his arms.
if you think it will work, then we will try it.
Okay. I think it'll be fine.
Nismet will take rope out of her bag and from some of the party members and fashion something that goes like not around like Alhina's waist, but like a little bit lower, so it catches like the front part of the horse half where most of the mass is. And that way, like she can just kind of stand behind with the other two and we can form a counterweight. Get our-
Okay, so
get our
this is
friend
the
down the hill.
image. This is the image that y'all are seeing. I'm sorry, Talon, did you decide to stand in front? I was distracted by all the freaking amazingness going on in chat. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
the hype
You
train.
fucking crazy
Yeah, I
people.
love it. We're
I'm
here for it.
scared I'm gonna get everyone killed climbing down this mountain.
No, you're not.
Well, now I'm gonna make you guys roll for it. I wasn't gonna.
no, it's fine.
I have advantage.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
No,
So-
instead of being in front, I'm gonna stand next to her so that like
Okay.
I would rather use dexterity than strength to like
Sure.
grab quickly and like
Yeah.
pull her up if I need to. I feel like that is more where my strengths lie. And Root, I've told him she starts to fall, and you can find something to grab on and not hurt her to pull up. Because he's pretty big. I mean,
Your hawk root, you want him to try
the
and pull up?
bloodhawk, they have a 7-foot wingspan. They're not like normal sized hawks.
I
Nismet
understand
can
that.
create a handle that just kind of comes up for so he doesn't accidentally.
Wait, maybe Root should hold on
Oh my
to the
god.
like harness that you've created and just up.
All right, well, let's
No, maybe
I've
not.
created a bunch of monsters, is what's happened.
Yes, this is.
Just chaos
Oh,
trying to go down
boy.
the mountain and make her not fall.
Oh
no,
my
I'll stand
God.
next to her. Root will just squawk if he sees her start to slip as an audible warning.
Discovering my character's talents is a joy in life.
Yep. I just want to know if I can stop a centaur from falling down a mountain. I mean,
Oh boy. Okay, well, let's do this. So you guys get to a very treacherous part of this path. It seems that some of the rocks have shifted. Alhina, you're not super certain that this is going to be something that's going to be easy for you to get down with your 4 horse hooves. Nismat is going to tie you off with Talon's help. You both are, you tie yourself off to the other 3, and you take to this area. Please make some sort of check. Do a God damn it. Let's do a
Please make some sort of
dexterity
check.
check. Please make a check.
Me?
Yes!
Shit.
I want to see if you fall first.
Alright.
Oh my god, Holly! Guys! Oh no.
Bad.
What did you roll?
A 6.
Oh boy.
6.
Okie dokie. Well, we're doing
Wait,
this now.
Wait, I have inspiration. Can I
You
use
sure do. Do you want to use your inspiration, guys?
I think. Do you have an advantage roll too?
Oh yeah, sorry.
What was it?
You have advantage, not inspiration. So you can roll this at advantage.
Whatever it
Would you like
is.
to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever the little thing is by my face.
Do it.
You know.
I'm taking it away, y'all.
Roll the same thing.
Aren't you glad you came in for this? Y'all have inspired this
Okay.
to happen with your
I've rolled a 6.
subscriptions and your amazingness. Thank you all so very
I've
much.
rolled a 6.
I don't know what to
we
say.
couldn't just travel with all this going
I
on. We had to
guess.
make it exciting.
Oh boy. You guys. So, Elhida, you begin to walk down this this path that has shifted, and you kind of take your foot and like put it on each thing before you take another step. You step down with your dominant right front hoof, and you step down a little bit, and you're like, okay, this is a solid piece. You step down on it, and it shifts underneath you. and you feel yourself beginning to slide. Everyone else, how are you reacting? Is that what you say?
I would like
Try
to
to-
immediately with the harness in my hands, I would like to immediately brace backwards and plant my feet into the ground for stability.
But at the same time that she's doing that, I
Mhm.
want to try to like grab Alhina, like, because I see she's sliding, so she's probably coming down to like my level a little bit more. So I'm gonna try to like grab like a shoulder and an arm, and you know, brace her.
And I try to whip my tail, like put it in her hands so she can
Yeah.
grab on it. And I like lean forward.
All right, I'm gonna have you guys all roll. I'm gonna do a it has to be 2 out of 3 of you that succeed on this, okay? Roll
Okay.
what you're gonna roll and tell me what it is. Y'all fucking this hype train is you better win. You better get this.
God,
Or
I
y'all are
would like
going
to-
down the mountain and we're having a different storyline.
Yeah, I'd like to roll athletics,
Okay.
and I'd like to use my advantage.
Okay. Did you
because I
you
really
can
want this to
roll
work.
Okay, you don't have to tell me. You can roll and
Okay.
then ask for advantage if you roll terribly.
No, I definitely needed it because one was
Okay.
a 19 and one was a 2.
Fair.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I got a 25 total.
You got a 20.
Damn.
20.
All right.
Dirty 20.
All right, so Alhina begins to slip down. You see Nizmat just kind of like wraps her arm around it, and you feel your body just kind of like lurch a little bit. Talon is going to like shove you, push you, and maneuver you back up. And Moxie, what did you do?
I like slam my tail kind of into her hands.
Right.
So she could grab it.
You feel Moxie's hands like or tail like slap into your hands, and you instinctively grab onto it, and you are able to, instead of like continuing down, you pick up that foot and you put it on the next spot, and you are able to move forward into this onto the next part and make it past this scary bit.
We can keep a centaur from falling down a mountain.
This is why we live in the plains.
You're doing fine. We're
yeah,
here for
you're doing
you.
great. That's why we're here.
This is why I built the Nizmet like the Zarya of D&D.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
She is the tank.
Mm.
Strong
All
like
right.
bull.
All right. I will say, y'all gave a lot of points. We do have things where you can give bits to like give people advantage and like that sort of thing. So if you guys want to go back and use any of those for those things, if you look below on Twitch, you can see them. Just mark it down in the chat. I will give Tanya advantage from Cal. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna.
I feel so special right now. You have no idea. Thank you.
Wrong one. There we go. All right. Y'all did it. Again, thank you so much for that hype train and all of the nonsense that my players just did. I appreciate you and all your craziness. Thank you. All right. You guys continue down the mountain. There isn't that much else that happens. It's a pretty easy trek. And you guys make it to the valley below, and you know that you can travel across like the front of the mountain to get back to your horses on the side. It'll just take you like the rest of the day to get there. Is that what you guys would like to do?
Yes. Right? Yeah.
All right. You guys are able to do that. Is there anything you guys want to talk about on the way down?
Not really. I'm curious, like, hey, Alhena, did my tail, like, I'm trying to remember how big my tail is and how hard it is for her to grab. Like, it's probably pretty thick. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. That is up to you. It depends on where, like, what kind of tail you want to have. You could have like a small one with a thin one with like something at the end. You can have like a a normal like sort of gecko tail where it's like thick at the base and then goes thinner.
Like a T-Rex tail. That's what
Yeah.
I'm picturing.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm just talking to Alhena about that because I'm like, man, I've never used my tail before, like to help someone from falling.
Well, it was very helpful, I can tell you that.
I'm
It was a
so
good call.
happy. Thanks, guys.
You have
That's
a great tail.
Well, thank you. I hope I hear that again sometime.
Sorry.
I don't think I understand.
Do you want us to tell you that more regularly?
I mean, everybody likes a compliment, but I don't want you guys to force it, okay?
Right.
This next time, yeah, never mind.
Nizmat's making a mental note to compliment your tail regularly.
I'm just making a mental note to compliment Moxie more often, but also like, really, Moxie? Your whole life is like, performing? You don't get enough compliments?
I'm used to
hadn't, like,
getting
really?
constant praise, so without getting it now, I'm like,
She has to
Come on,
maintain her
Justin.
lifestyle.
Yeah. Maintain her lifestyle, yes.
Yeah, it's
Thirsty.
different though when it comes from your besties.
yeah,
She needs hella compliments to fulfill her daily chalice of
Yeah.
compliments.
there you go. That's perfect.
I don't know that anyone has ever complimented my tail. But
It's
it
a
is
beautiful
not,
tail.
not as good for holding things up as yours is.
But it is a very pretty tail.
It's
That's
quite
very
nice.
pretty.
Thank you.
I imagine most of our conversation on the way down is just like nothing, and it's just to distract Alina from
Yeah.
We're all
potentially
just
sleeping.
complimenting
pretty
each other
much.
now.
Yeah.
That's that like a drunk girl
So
in a
wholesome.
bathroom. You guys just
Yes.
spend the rest of the day complimenting each other's.
Yes.
Uh,
We're all channeling our inner Sechi
right.
from the party.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
vibing.
Yeah,
Yep,
you're
we're
oh
vibing
my
like
god.
Sechi all the way down the mountain.
She's coming back up, guys.
Vibing
She's
like
coming
Sechi all the way
back
down the
up.
mountain.
All right, you guys can make it back to the crest, the gap in the mountain, this area where you walked in to see the giants before. You guys know how to get there. It is pretty late now. You'll get there probably a bit after sunset. But you are greeted at the entrance by someone you saw and partied with the other night. And they will bring you to Kay, who is the leader. And he will ask, "Are you staying? Or are you just gathering your horses?"
What time of day are we again?
It's super nighttime.
I think we would probably want to stay if that would be okay with everybody.
Yes. I am sad to report that Matthias is no longer with us.
Oh, my condolences.
Like he died or he left somewhere.
He has moved on from this place.
Like this plane of existence or
Or he left on his two corporeal legs.
Did
and
he
walked
die?
down the
is he
mountain.
alive?
No, he is he is alive. Yes. No, he is
Okay.
just
Oh.
The way
he
you
has
said
walked.
that,
You gotta
was
word
very
that better,
alarming.
dude.
I
just wanted to make sure
apologize.
that nothing had
I'm-
happened to our peanut.
I am sorry. No, he is quite well. Well, he was when he left here. But
Well, that's
Okay,
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
we have cared for your horses with every amenity that we could possibly give them.
Thank you. Talon's gonna run off to go see Geo and the other horses.
Talon just books it.
Just thanks, bye. Because we are horses.
Do you wish to have a meal before you sleep?
I think that would be appreciated. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yes. He will give you he won't, but some people will bring out some food for you guys. Talon, you go to Geo and Geo is a little fatter than when you saw him last. And all of the horses seem to be a little bit, I mean it's nighttime, so they're a little lazy. Some of them are sleeping. But the giants bring you out food, and they do not bring you out any alcohol. That is a note from you guys. You do notice no alcohol for you guys unless you ask for it.
Noted.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely fair. None of us are
Tonight's-
surprised.
Tonight's not the night.
No.
Fair. You do see some baked potatoes though.
Oh,
I'm gonna
thank
like
goodness.
nudge. I'm gonna nudge Nismat. Be like, Nismat, they have potatoes this time.
Nismet already has 2 on her plate.
Do you think? Do you think? Do you think they took that to heart when we were upset about not being
I
potatoes?
think so. I think they might have.
Like I kind of feel bad, but I'm also really glad they have potatoes.
Y'all got
Just
your
like
potatoes.
loading the potato up with everything that can go in it.
I
And I'm gonna tell her that her horse says hi. Dante. Dante says hi. I just saw him in the stable.
Did he have lots of apples?
Yeah, they all look a little chubbier. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah. They were definitely feeding them while we were gone.
all right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do tonight?
Nah, we're all pretty beat. It sounds like.
Yes, it was a long day of traveling, a long couple days of traveling. You guys get back into your hay pile. That is a very large bed for all 5 of you, and you are able to sleep very soundly for the evening. Sorry, I'm dying. No weird dreams. No one has any revelations tonight. But you wake up the next morning and you are able to go where you like. What are you guys doing?
Probably packing up the horses and grabbing what not like food that won't spoil quickly, if we
Mhm.
can pack some stuff
Sure.
up. If they
Yeah.
have, just some random like, apples, that kind of stuff, like fruit that
Yeah.
won't go bad quickly.
Yeah.
Whatever they have, just see if they're cool with letting us take some stuff from whatever they have out for breakfast, just for some extras, for the horses, carrots, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys all load up onto your horses. Alhina, you are just there. You're ready. You're stretching. You're doing your lunges before you get ready to go. And as you guys begin to kick off, Nismat, your horse starts going, but everyone else's horses, they kind of don't go. You kind of give them a kick, and they don't wanna.
I'm like, hey, Talon, can you talk to these horses, figure out what's up here?
I'm gonna cast speak with animals.
Okay.
Talk to Geo. Hey bud, what's going on?
Geo kind of gives you a like, I don't really want to talk to you, but we don't want to go.
You don't want to come with me?
Well, I mean, you're great, but like, we don't have to go anywhere here, and they kind of feed us a lot, and like let us go graze, and we don't really have to do any like work. So,
Huh. All right. You all feel this way?
Ford kind of the Pinto kind of like doesn't look at you, like looks away, and Elvira says, well, I mean, my coat's never looked better. Even when I was with the big hairy one, he took good care of me, but like, look at me.
Yeah, they don't
Dante
want to come with us.
Dante has started moving, and Nismet, you notice that no one else is going, and Dante
Oh.
kind of looks back and shakes his head.
Are you coming? I'm not sure how to make him stop.
None of the rest of them want to come with us.
Why not?
They really like it here.
So, if you tell us about the food stuff, I mean, can we get some extra food to bring with us that'll, like carrot on a stick type of situation?
Hold it out in front of them.
We don't have to actually do that, but have enough.
I
Maybe
mean,
these dudes will give us
yeah.
some rations
I guess
for 'em.
tentatively, this is going to take us so much longer to do all of this without the horses.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we kind of need to convince them to come with us. So, look, guys, I understand that it's really nice here, but going to lower your life expectancy if you're just laying about and eating all day.
Solid.
And you won't be able to go on any fun adventures. And that's all we're going to be doing for a while.
What do you mean by life expectancy?
Oh, like you won't live as long if you
But
don't
why?
exercise.
Life gives you food, and food gives you life.
No, actually, if you all you do is eat all day and you lay around, that's called being sedentary, and you'll die.
You can die from not working, and they all kind of look at each other like, what?
Yeah, you have to have a happy mix between the two. Like we promise there will be breaks. We all like to relax as well. But like you gotta move around every now and then.
And Ford kind of like looks at you and he's like, so you're telling me if I just eat all day, I could die?
Yeah. You'll get really fat and eventually die.
Oh my.
I know. I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. Like, you have to move around.
You've just terrified and scarred them all.
Nizmat and Dante are just circling the group.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to stop him.
She doesn't know how.
This big
She
old
doesn't know how.
Clydesdale is just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I
it's
know.
like going.
He's just happy to keep going.
Yeah.
Love Dante.
Pretty sure all the horses are now going to have an existential crisis.
Yep. I gave the horses an existential crisis, but we needed them to come with us.
And lo, the horses do walk with you guys, and you can get them moving.
Okay.
Talon, you hear them kind of like talking to each other, like whispering, like, did you know that? Are you sure? Are we sure that this is like a real thing? Do you think
Did
they're
she lie
just
to
trying
us?
to get us to her? And Dante's like, y'all are just the dumbest. And,
I love that my horse has I'm so sick of this bullshit.
yeah, he's the ornery old man out of all of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he
he's
used to be a
wonderful.
workhorse.
He
you
did,
know?
yeah.
Like, what we're doing is easy for him.
I picture, and this is totally meta, but I picture what happened is the two horses, Ford and Elvira, who were working with the working at the house, have never really worked a day in their life, and they're like, this is bullshit. We're walking every day, and they convinced Geo that that is bullshit, and Dante didn't want nothing with it.
I know. I'm so disappointed in Geo. He was so easily persuaded by the
He
lazy
was.
horses. He
He's
was
a
ready
horse.
to run with me all over the place, and then I left him for 3 days. 4
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, they got fed really well. They got
they got
brushed.
to him.
Yeah,
I'm telling him. I'm a little disappointed in you, buddy.
She's like, well, they have made some really good points. Like, we get food here. We don't have to work here.
I give you food. I took like 10 apples from that giant table for
but
you.
they gave us a bath, and then it was
I know.
great.
We can give you baths. We have the things. There are rivers and streams. All you have to do is ask when you want something.
Okay, sorry.
That's what I'm here for. I'm not trying to
Oh.
work you to death. I just want to have, go on adventures with my best horse friend.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Kind of like it shoves you a little bit on his back, and he's like, all right. You guys are able to begin your trek back. You guys, unfortunately, well, there's a couple ways you guys can go to get back to Waterdeep. If you guys, well, here's my question. Where are you guys going?
To Waterdeep.
Okie
To
dokie.
Waterdeep.
To Waterdeep?
To Waterdeep, Dice Daddy.
Yes, indeed. You guys are currently about 16 days out. You can either, I hate this map. Why do I always click on this map? It's the worst map. Whoa, that is not what I wanted. Forgotten Realms, interactive map. It's the best map, guys. If you haven't used this map, hold on. I'm just gonna put this in chat because I love this map so much.
Oh, the one that's searchable?
Yeah, and you can like actually zoom in and out.
Yeah, we should pin that.
Yeah. So you guys are heading up to Waterdeep. You can continue back the exact same way you'd like, or you came from, following back to Succumber, to Daggerford, and then up to Waterdeep. or you guys can go through the high forest. Talon, you do know that this is very far south of your realm. The elves live in the northern section. You can pass, if you want to do a straight line from here to Waterdeep, you go through, basically through Unicorn's Run, and then you're going to come down from the north as opposed to from the south. So that is up to you guys.
I mean,
So are we like to the north part of the Great Peak Mountains then?
If you look at this map, you guys are at where that river starts, so at that little red dot in the mountains. At the top,
Oh, okay.
by the Deadstone Cleft.
Oh, those are all rivers. I'm thinking they're different trails.
Nah, that's a river.
Okay. I don't know. The river is more of like a path, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
And the other way might I don't know. I don't really care. Like I'm more mobile. Like I'm worried about Alhena. Like what would be easier for Alhena?
Well, you went the way you came is the southern route, and then traveling through the woods. Talon knows those woods really well.
yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go with whatever Talon thinks because
Well, we
I
can
don't
do a straight shot from here, basically like through the woods, the south part of like the high forest, Unicorn Run area, and go like north of Succumber.
Yeah, do we have
To
to return
Waterdeep?
these horses?
That is totally up to you guys. You can if Talon gives them like the correct orders, you can send them back. Well,
Mhm.
no. I'm sorry. You do not have to return these horses. These horses were
They were
from
gifts.
yeah, they were gifts.
Yeah.
What was his name again? Our lion friend?
The lion is you're asking
Will's
me.
husband.
Will's husband is it starts with a T.
Okay.
Starts with a
I
T.
just wanted to make sure we didn't have to
Tab-
go through
Toget.
and drop them
No.
off.
Toget.
What is it?
Toget.
Toget. So it's up to you guys. We can follow the river. It'll probably, I mean, it's probably only adding like another 2 days of travel. Instead of just doing the straight shot, it's not really like it's going to add that much, and it might be easier not to pass through forests and stuff. But you are a little bit more exposed just
Mhm.
traveling on the riverbank. So it's just
Mhm.
depends on what you guys want to do.
I will note, when you guys were coming here from Daggerford, you looked across the first night that you were there and saw a mountain range, and you saw an event happen at that mountain range.
Correct.
If you go to the north, you might pass by that tower.
We might pass by it.
You could pass by that tower. I mean, you could
We
you
could
could skirt
purposely pass
you
by the
could
tower.
skirt the mountain closer.
I want to do that. I like this north route through the forest a little bit.
I mean, it is a little bit more of a shortcut anyway.
Yeah.
And oh no, the DM is doing this.
I'm sorry, I had an itch.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah, I just had an itch on my nose. You guys do what you want.
I like what makes her nose itch. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
I mean, I like a good Scooby-Doo mystery.
yeah. Do it. Do it.
North route, okay with everybody?
Let's go for it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's more of a straight shot anyway, and
Mhm.
side quest.
Perfect. All right. You guys start your quest for Valrea, the truly beginning. And as you start down the river, you're on horseback, the dawn is upon you. You look up and you see a speckle of gold as you can guess that your little unicorn friend is circling above you.
Aw.
And that's where we'll end for tonight. Because I want to
Great.
get into it next time.
That
On
makes
Playthings
me
of the Gods. Bow, bow, bow. Thank you guys so much for playing with me tonight. Thank you, everyone in chat, for the hype train and the nonsense and all the craziness. I appreciate it so much. We're so happy to have you guys here. Thank you for the raid, Colin, and starting all that crazy nonsense. Really excited to have everyone in here. All the follows, all of the biddies, all of the subs. You guys are incredible, amazing. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. We are doing a giveaway currently. Go to that. Oh, hi, Zaz. My old D&D friend Zaz. Go to that link and then comment on that post, and you can be entered to win a giveaway that we're doing for the whole channel. Lauren is making a tumbler, that custom tumbler, and we have stickers and we have dice that we're giving away, so it's all super fun. Do that, and we're gonna pick a winner on Friday, so stop by then for that. Our whole schedule's below, also pinned on my Twitter. But it's not about me tonight, it's about my players, and I have to go through and I'm gonna tell everyone how I feel because y'all are crazy and I love you. So let's start off letting everyone know what you're doing next and where they can find you with the gorgeous, the flirtatious, the absolutely stunning Savannah. Where can they find you? What do you do?
That's me. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where I yell about things, but my streaming schedule is also pinned there. I'm really busy this week on the internets. You can find me tomorrow on twitch.tv/Colonomicon at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, playing Monster of the Week for the finale of Act 3, or Monster of the Week show that we've been playing over there for a few weeks now. That's going to be very, very exciting. So come join us in Finale Land. On Wednesday, you can find me on Savrik's channel. We're playing Merkborg, and I'm super excited. It's going to be at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be gory. It's going to be super metal, and we're all probably going to die, and I'm very excited. And then Thursday through Sunday, you can find me on my home channel, twitch.tv/game nights. It's game with 2 G's and nights with a K. Thursday, we've got Wild Space. Friday, we've got Neon Souls. Saturday, we've got Saturday Night's Star Power. And Sunday, we've got something very, very exciting. Before this show, you can join us. We actually had our season finale today of Slaying 101. And in the meantime, before we get into our next season, we're going to be doing a little mini series, playing a different game that's not Monster of the Week, with the same crew plus one more player. So you can come hang out with us for our session 0 then. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's me.
All right, thank you very much for hanging out. Good to have you here as always. Next up is the intelligent, the sassy, and the adorable Hype Goblin.
Oh, I really like my adjectives today. Thank you. Hey everyone, I'm Sarah, the Hype Goblin on all the social medias. If you want to know my streaming schedule, it's pinned over on the tweeters. I stream Thursday through Sunday. Thursday, Friday, we play video games over on my channel. We're playing Valheim on Thursday. We started it last week, only intending to play a couple hours, and we played for 8 straight hours on stream. No breaks. I forgot to eat. It's a lot of fun though. I killed 2 trolls all with my little baby weapons. Fridays, we are playing Monster Hunter quite regularly. So if you're a fan of that franchise, it's my first time playing that as well. It's a good time. I die a lot in that. Saturdays, you can find me on my channel playing our Masks, a new generation TTRPG Super Prom, DM'd by the wonderful Saucefire. It is a game full of chaos and shenanigans and just ridiculous tomfoolery. I play the beacon in that, and my gadgets always break. And on Sunday mornings, you can start your day with me and do some D&D in the morning and watch our homebrew campaign Nexus Adventures. And then, of course, on Sunday nights, you can end your day with me here with the lovely all-girl squad. And that's me.
Thank you so much for hanging out and playing. Always love to have you here. Next, before we go any further, you guys, I did open up the Discord if you guys want to join it. There is a terms of service before you guys enter. You have to agree to not be an asshole. So, yeah, do that first, and then you can join up and hang out with the cast, ask questions, all that super fun stuff. So next up is the quick-witted, the loyal, the lovely, the beautiful Tanya.
Oh, hey. Yeah, you can find me at Tanya Rowland or my dumb podcast where I pretend to be an 8-year-old boy. Also, if you happen to be in the Kalamazoo area in Michigan on June 11th or 12th, my improv group Family Secret will be doing 2 different shows at dormousetheater.com, I think. Maybe I'll actually use my Twitter and post some of that stuff. I'm going to try it, you guys. I'm going to figure out how to do that.
Do
So
it.
yeah, if you want to see some actual in-person weird comedy, you can do it in Kalamazoo. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Go check that out. Check out her Twitter because you need to post more stuff, love. If you have more followers, you're gonna post more, right?
Yeah, probably.
Awesome. All right. Next up is the self-confident, the reliable, the kind, and the imaginative Miss Rachel.
Oh, me? Oh, hi. I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where, I'm getting better at keeping a schedule. I usually stream things like Dead by Daylight on Tuesdays. And Skyrim happens on Fridays and other times during the week. And I'm currently playing through it again for like the 500th time as this character, making all the decisions that Talon would make in the realm of Skyrim quests. So if you're into that, we talk about D&D and stuff. Chat's very active and we have a good time. Hail Sithis and all that jazz. And you can find me here on Sundays playing D&D with these beautiful women. And I'm bad at Instagram and Twitter, but I try. And I am at Rachel is a mess with a Z in the middle instead of an S. That's it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And we don't have a Kelly tonight, but I will shout out Kelly's Twitter, or not her Twitter, her TikTok at Shorty Kel, which is below where Nazira is. And if you want to follow her Instagram, it's at Shorty Kel, and her she also has a professional one, which is Kel Behind the Chair. That sounds right. So go check out her stuff. She does a lot of cool poll stuff. Don't be weird. And I'm LB Hackabup. Hang around for just a second more while I do my outro, and we're gonna go raid Indoor Adventure. They're playing Rime of the Frost Maiden, and it is getting frosty. So I'm LB Hackabup. Next time this channel is going to be live is on Tuesday afternoon, where I'm playing some Dead by Daylight, and I'm gonna be playing some Killer. I might get the Witch. I am like really close to like getting the witch, the hag, the hag or the nurse.
Hag.
I might.
Nurse is hard.
Yeah.
Once you get the hang of her, though, she's unstoppable.
And then on Thursday, they're doing Themeless Thursdays. Last week, they did Gary's Mod. Very cool. Some weird people in chat, but it was fun. And then Friday, we are doing Friday Night Frights. We just finished Labyrinthine, which was really funny. That video is going up on YouTube. And as always, you can check out our YouTube in the link below on the Twitters or on the Twitches. So we're gonna start this raid. I thank you guys so much again for all of the stuff that you guys did, the subs, the gifted subs, the bits, all of the follows. Really appreciate it. Really love you guys. And until next time, I'm LB Hackamup. Hack recklessly. Bye.